Welcome to My Conversation, a presentation of KAIL-TV My Central Valley. So let's get My Conversation started.
Well, happy Friday. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another episode of My Conversation right here on KAIL-TV My Central Valley. Austin Reed back with you. Hope you're having a great morning so far. We've made it to the end of the week. The weekend right around the corner. We have another fabulous show for you today. Coming up, we're going to be talking to Michael Bogart from Aspect Ministries. Also ahead in today's show, Jeff Crane from USA Group Systems Incorporated. And then later, we're going to be talking to the owner of Taylor's American Indian Shop, Brian Taylor. So you want to stick around. Let's get the conversation started. My studio audience, give it up for Michael Bogart, a regular here on My Conversation from Aspect Ministries. Good morning.
Morning, how are you?
Good to see you again. Very good, very good.
How are you doing?
Doing better.
I know you've been sick lately.
Yeah, I got that pneumonia, so I was in the hospital for a little while, but I'm not contagious and I'm feeling much better. So
that's good to know.
Thank you so much.
I was worried about the contagious part.
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay. Yeah, don't worry. You can shake my hand. It's okay.
Okay.
So today we obviously, man, it's already the beginning of April, and Easter is coming right up. That's what we're going to focus on today.
Yep.
Now, real quick though, if people are watching, maybe they haven't seen you on before.
Right.
Michael Bogart, you wrote the 45-minute Bible.
Correct.
And so go into just some more background for people that maybe they haven't read this yet.
Well, what I'm finding in the 21st century is that people don't have much knowledge of the Bible. I mean, even if you've been in church, a lot of times your knowledge of the Bible is very patchy. I mean, you know a little bit here and a little bit there. You don't really know how the whole thing flows. And so my desire was to write a very entry-level book that would be user-friendly. You don't have to be a Bible scholar to understand it, but that would also give you the flow of the Bible from the beginning to end. And what I did is I divided the Bible into 8 sections. It's kind of arbitrary. It was just my choice to do that.
Sure.
But I felt like it fell neatly into about 4 sections. And so I cover it there. And then in that book, I also include 30 FAQs, 30 frequently asked questions that seem to come up over and over again about the Bible as a book.
Now, Aspect Ministries, how long have you guys been around for now?
Been around since 2013.
2013,
So about
okay.
Going on 4 years now.
And you're on Shaw, right down the street from our station.
We are on Shaw, 1300 East Shaw.
Okay. So Easter, right around the corner, it's coming up.
Yes, sir. And of course, this is the central Christian holiday. I know a lot of people think Christmas is, and Christmas is important, but because the resurrection is the central message of Christianity, then that makes Easter sort of the central holiday for Christianity. And so this is the time when, it doesn't matter whether you're Roman Catholic or Eastern Orthodox or some kind of Protestant, all of us agree that this is the commemoration of the resurrection of Jesus Christ from the dead.
And see, a lot of people don't realize that, maybe.
Yeah, it's not bunnies and eggs.
No, it's not.
I mean, we added the bunnies and the eggs in later because they're fun, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah,
Apparently, they're connected with the pagan past, but right now they're just fun.
Yeah.
But the whole thing is about the resurrection, and that's why there's sunrise services, because that commemorates the rising of Jesus from the dead early on that Sunday morning, and services. I mean, almost any church you go to, the service is going to have the same theme on Easter Sunday. And so, of course, then there's usually also other services that are associated with that. And can I put a plug in for a community service?
Yes.
The West Fresno Ministerial Alliance, which I'm a part of, is going to have a Good Friday service on Good Friday.
So a week from today.
A week from today at 7 o'clock. And the address is 3510 North Millbrook. So 7 o'clock, 3510 North Millbrook. It's going to be a collection of many different churches and people coming together for a community Good Friday service. There'll be 7 preachers who will preach the 7 last words of Jesus with 7 minutes apiece. So it's not going to go on forever, but it's 7-minute sermons. So, I mean, I think that's doable for most people, little quick bites.
Short, sweet, to the point, but it gets the message out.
That's right.
Michael, working with people, what have you seen? How have you seen God and Jesus Christ work in people's lives?
Oh my goodness! How long do I have? 4 or 5 hours? No. My contention in Aspect Ministries is that Jesus is absolutely as relevant in the 21st century as he ever was. And I think what we see today is that people are searching for the meaning to life. They're searching for something beyond themselves. And Jesus enters a person's life and gives that life meaning. I know what happened with me. And I've traveled the world teaching Christian leaders in Africa and the Caribbean and Latin America. And what I'm seeing in those places is the same kinds of stories you hear in the United States, only even, I guess you'd say, on steroids, because those people, many of them are dealing with the basic issues of life. They don't have all the extra doodads that we have here in North America. And knowing Jesus changes a person's life from the inside out, literally turns a person around.
And that's really obviously, with Aspect Ministries, I keep saying ministry, Aspect Ministries and 21st Century Faith, that's really the whole goal. That's why you guys created.
That's right.
Branch.
We started with the contention that, or the facts that the church is doing very, very badly with millennials. The 18 to 35-year-old, most churches have no idea what to do with those people. Those people tend to be somewhat skeptical. They're just that generation tends to be pretty skeptical about all kinds of things, including Christian faith. And so we started, because I've taught college and so forth in secular venues for many years, besides being in ministry, I did that in my spare time. I felt like I had some experience at least to share with people of how you can talk relevantly to the younger generation as a committed believer. And so that's kind of the genesis of Aspect Ministries.
And have you seen, working with younger people especially, with, the 45-minute Bible, and then obviously your DVD that you have,
right?
That they get it? They're getting it, they're understanding it, they're accepting it?
Well, yeah, my nephew is in that generation, and he was the videographer for this.
Oh, okay, cool.
And I think I told this story before, but I think it bears repeating. He had a friend from high school that contacted him as he was finishing the editing for this video that called the 45-minute Bible, and they got into some kind of conversation about God, and his friend was very skeptical and said Christianity was a religion of hate, and was oppressive to women and minorities, all the stuff that people seem to think. And my nephew, as a young person himself, said, no, it's not. You need to read the Bible. Just read the Bible yourself. You'll see it's not true. And the guy says, it's too big a book. I don't want to read it. And my nephew thought, would you watch a 45-minute video about it? And the guy says, yeah, I can do that. So about a week later, after he was given the video, he called my nephew back and said, all right, it's not what I thought. Wow. I guess it's not a book of hate. And I thought, well, if at least we accomplished that.
With one person.
Then
with one young person.
Then it's worth it.
You're doing your job.
Yeah.
Give the next week, promote that service again.
Okay, so
as we head to break.
Next Friday, 7 o'clock, 3510 North Millbrook. It's an interdenominational service. There'll be churches of all kinds. 7 o'clock. It'll probably go about an hour and a half or so. 7 preachers, 7 last words of Jesus, 7 minutes apiece.
And how can people get more information about the 45-minute Bible?
They can contact me at aspectministries.com and send me an email at mike@aspectministries.com, and I will be happy to hook them up.
Happy Easter to you.
Happy Easter.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Michael Bogart from Aspect Ministries. Give him a nice round of applause, everybody. All right, thanks, Mike. We'll be right back. You're watching My Conversation.